everyone. I know I haven't been on in a while, but I just wanted to kind of share with y'all something that I kind of started. If you're interested, you're welcome to try one too. But I've just been kind of going through some stuff in my life and nothing seems to be working. So I decided what helps me is art and crafting and having fun in my journal and with my my art stuff. So I have given myself a little 30-day art therapy journey. And so basically I have a little simple prompt and I just get out my toys and come what may, it just comes out, right? So the first day, and I'll at the end I'll put a picture of all the prompts or put it in the description or something. So the first day was self-portrait. So this is a picture of me holding my selfie, a selfie of me holding my selfie. And I did this in my art journal book. I'll show it to you here. And I just used paint. I sketched it, traced it, and Sharpie, and then of course erased the pencil marks. And then I started painting, and we had on the 80s channel on the music on Pandora, so that's how the background came to be looking real 80s. So let's see, that was the first day. And then my husband and I watched Christopher Robin, so I put that in there. I'm like Piglet and he's Eeyore. So, and I really like this quote they said, so I looked it up. Doing nothing often leads to the very best something. Winnie the Pooh. It was a really good movie. I cried. It was such a good movie. Christopher Robin. The second day was childhood toys. So these were toys that I loved as a kid. Of course, music. I had this like little Fisher-Price tape player, and I had a lot of Fisher-Price, this desk set, and it had like letter magnets and chalk. That was a chalkboard, and it had these like little things you could pull out and put on top, and for like learning how to write and draw and stuff. And then those, you could put stuff in there. They would like slid back and forth. Crayons, pencils, and a notebook. That was all me. So then the next day was flowers. So I got my watercolors on this one. Oh, that last one was just colored pencils. This one was watercolors, and peonies are my favorite flowers, so I put those on there. And so then you journal about that. Like, why do you like that flower? What does that flower look like to you? What does it symbolize? Do you like the smell of it? What, like, you just kind of talk about how that flower makes you think of you, I guess. So that's what I'm doing with it. Then the next day was animal. And I thought to myself, I have not finger painted in like forever. So I got my paints out and I tried to finger paint. And this was what came out. I know it was not very good, but it hurt. That hurt on my finger to go like this. Yeah, I won't do that again. So that was that. And then I love a rainy day. Well, it was just rainy day, but I love a rainy day. And so I just kind of drew that. And I said why I like a rainy day. What is it about it that I like? This day was frame. So like I first thought of eyeglass frames, and then I thought of frame of mind. So I do like a mind, like a silhouette, and then a frame around it. And then I just listed like, different types of frames I thought of. And I was kind of surprised how many I could. Oh, remember, this day was artist tool. So I used blank canvas and talked to, so basically, why did I choose, a blank canvas? What does that mean to me? What does it symbolize for me? And then, okay, so that was that. And this day was hand. So I laid my hand down. I know a lot on the journal community have done this in their journals. I laid my hand down, traced it, and then I used watercolors, and then I did a background, and then I took my stencils and my distress inks and put a background around it to kind of give it like that, I don't know, like a tribal look. I don't know. And then I talked about the hand, of course. And then this day was song lyrics. And I love music, but Pat Benatar had a song in the 80s called All Fired Up. And it's just, it motivates me. And it just, I don't know, it just makes me feel like me. So anyways, part of it says, now I believe there comes a time when everything just falls in line. We live and learn from our mistakes. The deepest cuts are healed by faith. And so I just wrote that over and over and over again, that part of the lyrics. And then just drew this. And I used paints on this. I sketched it, Sharpied, erased the pencil, and then used paints. This day was fruit. So I did each letter like a different fruit. And this was done with Copics. And I just said, it's a sweet life. Take a bite. Of course, then in my journal, I would write about these. This day was butterfly. So I just watercolored some butterflies and then put this verse in the middle. This because it just makes me think of butterflies. And this has a very strong meaning for me in my life after my car accident. This day was games. So when I was young, I loved Clue. So I drew each of the characters from Clue. And then my husband was like, you should put the magnifying glass behind it. Because it was just the 6 people there. I was like, well, I need something more. So he suggested putting the magnifying glass. And then I said, I have no clue. Life is a mystery. That's how I'm feeling. This day was water. So I love the water. Love, 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 love the water. So this is me, well, I mean, I'm bigger than that, but this is me on a raft floating in the water. And this is me as a kid, and I had this like crazy permy going all over the place hair. So I tried to draw it, and then, I don't know. But I always had to wear these floaties, and I did not like wearing the floaties. So that was all done with watercolor. And then today was shoe. So I love shoes, y'all. I've always really liked shoes, but I thought it would be fun to, well, my husband suggested this, to do the Wonder Woman boot on roller skates, because I loved roller skating when I was a kid, and I liked Wonder Woman, and it was shoes, so it fit perfect. So, and then I just wrote, so this is all with Copics, and then that was it. So if you're interested in the prompts and whatever, this is what they are. These are ones I just kind of threw together. So maybe if you want, you can join in or just think of your own. It's been a lot of fun, and it has been healing in a way. It kind of helped me know some things about myself and how I can go forward in my changes of life. So I hope everybody is doing great, and leave a comment and let me know what you think. Okay, thanks. Bye.